back to another episode on Down the Hole Conspiracies, where we watch strange phenomenons and other bizarre conspiracies. If you haven't done so yet, hit the notification bell, hit the bell button so you don't miss a video. Subscribe, comment down below, and let's get started.
Comes a revelation that will send chills down your spine. Brace yourself as we delve into the depths of the unexplained and the realm of the mysterious that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. From the Fresno Nightcrawlers to the New Jersey Devil. Get ready for a heart-pounding journey into the realm of the extraordinary as we present to you the 20 creepy cryptid sightings caught on film. Number 20. Mermaid. YouTube is full of strange and bizarre videos. The person who recorded this video claims that it shows one of the scariest creatures ever caught on camera.
What the?
The video is set at Lake Shalatlan.
That's a real deal mermaid. Oh my god. Bruh, I've seen a lot of mermaid shit on the internet, but that looks more like a true mermaid. Yeah, that's wild.
Nicaragua. As you watch, you can't believe your eyes.
Oh my.
On a creaky wooden dock by the water, there is a creature that looks like a mermaid. Yes, a mermaid, the half-human, half-fish creature from folklore. The mermaid could be seen struggling and desperately trying to go back into the water. Its movements are a mix of grace and struggle, as if it is trapped between two worlds. You feel sorry for this strange...
And it's so believable because it's ugly. See, something that lives in the sea like that is not going to be pretty. Like Ariel. That's so believable. I believe this.
Strange being as it fights to find comfort in the depths of the water.
Wow.
What's astonishing is that this is not the only video of its kind. Many videos claiming to show mermaids can be found on YouTube. People are both confused and fascinated by these alleged sightings, which come from places all over the world. But the question remains, are these creatures real or just a hoax? Unfortunately, we can't definitively answer that. It's a mystery waiting to be solved. We'll leave it to you, the curious viewer, to think about whether this footage is genuine or a clever trick. Regardless, watching a mermaid in real life, struggling to return to its watery home, gives a weird feeling. It's like a darker and more sinister version of Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said too.
Number 19. Fresno Nightcrawlers. A strange sight was captured on a home security camera in Fresno, California back in 2007. It showed a peculiar creature known as the Fresno Nightcrawler, which looked like a pair of pants walking around without a body. This unusual occurrence gained local fame, and soon 2 more sightings were reported in Yosemite National Park in 2011. The footage of the Nightcrawler spread widely online, sparking discussions about aliens and demons. However, skeptics started investigating, and a YouTuber named Captain Disillusion analyzed the footage. He pointed out that the poor quality of the recordings made it easy to fake using CGI or a modified clip of someone wearing MC Hammer pants. To make matters more suspicious, the owner of the original tape claimed to have accidentally erased the high-quality version, making it impossible to verify the authenticity. This convenient circumstance led skeptics to believe that the entire incident was likely a hoax orchestrated by the camera owner for attention. Since there have been no sightings of these
just showing off his CGI work.
peculiar creatures before or after these incidents, unless they reappear, we personally believe that this whole thing was just a publicity stunt to promote wearable sleeping bags which resemble the Nightcrawlers. Number 18.
What?
Ice Monster. A creature was seen swimming in the cold Chena River in Alaska in October. Craig McCarthy, an employee of the Bureau of Land Management, spotted the icy creature swimming in the murky water. He quickly recorded a video of the sighting, which sparked a debate on the internet. Some people wondered if it could be Nessie, the legendary creature from Loch Ness in Scotland, visiting North America. In the footage, you can see what appears to be a 15-foot-long creature moving through the water. It seems to have icicles on its back due to the freezing conditions. McCarthy spoke to a local newspaper and initially thought, along with others, that it might be a rope tangled on the riverbed with chunks of ice. Different theories have been proposed. ranging from a sea monster to a giant sturgeon. Some experts support the idea that it could be a rope with formed icicles, helping it stay afloat and giving the impression of swimming.
Yeah, but moving and that, well, I don't know, maybe it's possible. I mean, doesn't look like a creature to me.
Despite the video, no one has been able to conclusively prove the identity of the creature lurking in the water. This has led many to believe that it could be genuine evidence of an unidentified creature that modern science has yet to classify. Number 17, Mothman.
I just did a video on this. If you haven't seen it, go down my playlist, check it out.
Here's a question that you probably haven't heard before. Do you believe in Mothman? Oh, you might not know what Mothman is. Well, it's kind of like Batman, but completely different from Batman. Does that explanation help? Maybe we should just move on. On November 15, 1966, a newspaper in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, reported that several people had witnessed a bird-like creature, similar to a man in size, during a normal evening in the area. This report received national attention, and many people became intrigued by the mysterious creature. Soon, numerous individuals from all over the United States claimed to have seen the same creature, leading to its nickname, Mothman. Even today, people still claim to spot this alleged creature, especially with the help of modern technology. However, it has become increasingly challenging to convince others of these sightings due to the ease of skepticism and the difficulty of providing irrefutable evidence. In this era, even video evidence cannot be fully trusted. Seeing is believing, but it must be seen in a way that cannot be disproven. Life can be complicated with so many rules to consider. Cryptid swims in Thames. In the middle of 2016, the internet buzzed with a captivating video that unveiled a mesmerizing sight unfolding in the murky depths of London's Thames River. A curious tourist, aboard a cable car seeking breathtaking views of Greenwich, stumbled upon something truly extraordinary. Across from the renowned O2 Arena, the observers' eyes widened as they witnessed a remarkable creature gracefully navigating the water. For a fleeting moment, a colossal entity emerged from the depths, casting an imposing shadow beneath the surface. Its back was adorned with a series of multiple fins, adding to the mystique of its colossal size. Alas, the encounter was fleeting, granting only a tantalizing glimpse of this enigmatic being. Speculations abound regarding its true identity. Some daringly propose that this creature might be a basilosaurus, a colossal marine beast that roamed the Earth some 35 to 40 million years ago. Yet somehow managed to survive undetected in the unseen depths of the river. An awe-inspiring notion indeed. Nonetheless, skepticism shrouds...
How do they know these kind... How do they know what was here 240-something million years ago? Where do they come up with these numbers? And what? It was logged down? Why don't we know any of this stuff? Like, wasn't that recorded from civilizations that long?
This breathtaking footage, with skeptics postulating that it could be a clever fabrication, digitally manipulating the footage to introduce the mythical creature into the frame. The very possibility of such an ancient, gargantuan creature having eluded human awareness for countless years and now calling the River Thames its home is a tantalizing enigma. Number 15. Grotesque Monster. On July 23, 2011, two boys heard strange noises on their property and decided to investigate. They used their phones to capture footage of their encounter as they searched through the dark surroundings of their rural farm. They could only see a few feet ahead of them with a dimly lit torch, and they heard eerie noises in the distance. Eventually, they stumbled upon a barn covered in graffiti. From inside, a sound similar to a wild boar's guttural squeal sent chills down their spines. It was a chilling groan that would make anyone's blood run cold. The two boys hid, switching off their torches. They could hear something scratching behind the wall. Despite the craziness of the situation, they decided to take a peek inside the barn. To their surprise, they spotted a creature with a humanoid appearance lurking in the loft. It had a pale face with small eyes, a wide nose, and a bald head. The creature shrieked at them, causing the boys to panic and run into the darkness of the night. People have speculated about the identity of this mysterious creature. Some suggest it might be a demon, while others believe it could be an ape.
What if, like, you know, the government just, or some people, like, high up, like, create these things, you know, like, splice their DNA with this DNA and mix it with that DNA and that, and release them into, just to see what people say, if they survive or not, or, because it's like, where do these things come out of, you know, the woods? Yeah, I mean, only thing I think of, just like the Bigfoot, is like cave systems, man, underneath the earth and cave systems. That's my guess.
Alien hybrid seeking refuge in the abandoned barn. Could it possibly be an animal that has managed to avoid human contact until now? Number 14. Humanoid creature. This video is quite disturbing. Remote zoo in Romania back in 2014. It is believed that a traveler passing through rural Romania discovered a secret farm operated by illegal traffickers. This farm, which is heavily guarded, apparently houses exhibits that are kept hidden from the general public, either because they are unknown or because people prefer not to know about them. Surprisingly, the backpacker managed to sneak a camcorder onto the property and filmed one of these exhibits. The video starts with the backpacker explaining that the zoo has a deformed animal locked up in one of the sheds. As he moves through a crowd of people, everything goes dark. The crowd gathers around a sealed cell with thick steel bars, and their reactions indicate that something extraordinary is happening. Eventually, a gap opens up between two people, revealing a glimpse of a strange creature that appears to be humanoid. The creature moans loudly as it clumsily moves forward.
It looks like the same one. That looks like the same one. Pale face. It looks like the same one the other guy caught up in the barn or building or wherever he was. What are they doing? That's why that movie Splice came out. Y'all ever seen that movie Splice? Yeah, it looks exactly like that.
Someone in the crowd yells, causing everyone to recoil in horror as the full extent of the creature's deformities becomes apparent. It seems to be a disfigured monster held against its will. The footage suddenly goes black, leaving us to ponder.
That's scary. Like, imagine you in the same cage with that mug. Imagine you and him and sharing a cage. No. I'd have a heart attack before he could even touch me. I'm dead.
What we have just witnessed. No one has been able to provide an explanation for this video. Many people hope that it is fake, but there is an unsettling authenticity to it that leaves a lasting impact.
Yeah, I mean...
Number 13, Pennsylvania White Bigfoot. In Carbondale, Pennsylvania.
Y'all go check out the Bigfoot video as well, man. I got Strange Encounters with Bigfoot and another Bigfoot movie. Video. And y'all go check it out.
Pennsylvania, local residents have reported strain lurking in the woods. They describe it as a tall, white Bigfoot, about 6 to 7 feet in height, covered in shaggy fur all over its body. People often hear unusual sounds like low groans and rustling in the trees. In 2008, a video went viral showing this creature. It was recorded by a man who heard noises from his yard, which borders the woodland. In the clip, you can see a very peculiar-looking creature. It briefly pauses and then swiftly disappears into the darkness. It has deep black eyes, a long cone-shaped head, and is covered in white fur. Experts have pointed out that faking such a figure would be extremely challenging.
See, usually they see them with red fur or like black fur. I've never heard of white fur. Polar bear foot.
The creature's tall stature and massive proportions are unusual, and it moves quickly despite its large size. Its face also reacts and contorts, suggesting that it's not simply a mask. It's worth mentioning that Carbondale has the first underground mine in the U.S., a vast network of dark tunnels.
That's
Some
what I was
speculate
just saying. I was just saying this is why I believe these creatures we don't normally see go, because people spot them all the time, but they're smart. By the time people go out there and look, they're nowhere to be found. They're by some cave systems, I guarantee you. Or they go through portals to another dimension.
this creature might reside deep within these mines and only emerge to hunt. This creature, known as the Rake, is a terrifying entity that has been gaining attention recently. Number 12. Alien Hybrid. Several years ago, a strange incident was captured on film in a remote area of southern Vermont, United States, a few miles north of the Green Mountain National Forest.
That's beautiful.
Local residents had been reporting sightings of a peculiar creature with long limbs. The situation escalated when livestock in their backyards were discovered dead with puncture wounds on their necks, and other animals, including chickens, were disappearing without a trace. Eventually, the footage emerged when two children claimed to have encountered an alien in a nearby park. They explained that while heading home from a party, they heard unusual sounds. They quickly pulled out their phones and captured footage of a peculiar creature with long limbs walking across the grass from behind a tree. The creature had a round black head and a slim body. Its hind legs resembled those of a human, but what stood out the most were its two front arms, which moved eerily as it stalked through the park. Initially, the authenticity of the footage was met with skepticism. However, the boys insisted that it was genuine and hadn't been altered in any way. The video, combined with the reports of dead livestock, raises an unsettling question. Could there really be a skunk ape? The skunk ape is a big...
See, this is another Bigfoot as well, but they call it a skunk ape because I believe it's in the swamplands in Florida. See, I'm from Florida, but I ain't never ran into one of these. But I also don't hunt. You don't catch me out in those woods. You know? I know what's out there. I don't even play. I don't want to even see a bobcat. Have you? I've had a cat. You ever had a cat and it attacked you? That's just a house cat. Now imagine getting attacked by a bobcat. Yeah.
Smelly creature that has been seen in the swamps and forests of the southern USA.
I fish though.
People have reported seeing the skunk ape since 1957.
That's an ugly move.
In 2000, someone sent a photo to the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office in Florida, claiming it showed the creature on their back.
Man, I stayed 30 minutes away from there. How was it in Sarasota, man? That's like, see, that's what it looks like. Beach. Nah, man. What, somebody taking on vacation?
Back deck. Some think it might be an orangutan, but orangutans have red fur, so this doesn't match.
Orangutans are in Florida? Man, I ain't never heard of that either. Although there are monkeys in Florida. There are monkeys, but they're usually small and they hang by the rivers and jump in the water. I've never seen one, but there are.
The photo could be fake, but it's one of the most convincing pieces of evidence.
Oh, that's definitely Florida. Look at this. I don't even know what they're called. Palm fronds. Yeah, all the palm fronds. That's Florida, all right.
Another alleged skunk ape sighting was shared on YouTube in 2013 by Josh Highcliffe, showing a creature similar to Bigfoot pulling bark off a tree in Mississippi. Some say these sightings could be bears, but when Josh's creature stands up, it's clearly not a bear. It's hard to say if these sightings are real or just people in costumes. One issue is that if Bigfoot is real, there would need to be many of them to survive. Without a big population, they wouldn't be able to reproduce well, and they would gradually die out. On the other hand, if there were many Bigfoot, sightings would be more common, and the mystery would be lessened. So whether Bigfoot is bears, apes, costumes, or unknown species, one thing is certain. They're fun to think about while spending time in the wild. Number 10.
Not when I'm out in the wild. I'm going to be... Yeah, and I'm keeping that gun on me. You ain't catching me out there without that.
The alien encounter would have been a completely different story in today's world. One major factor is the abundance of cameras everywhere, which would make it difficult to protect the alien from curious onlookers. If you need proof of this, Just take a look at the following video. It was posted on Facebook and captured outside a home in La Junta. The footage shows a peculiar creature resembling something like Dobby wandering around the neighborhood. It seems confused or curious, with its wobbly legs and floppy ears. The homeowner, Vivian Gomez, noticed a shadow outside her front door.
See, I don't know how they end up in civilizations. Like, I mean, in neighborhoods, you know. Now, those creatures like that, and fairies and all that, and pixies, I believe they come from portals. And if you don't know anything about portals, science, go look it up. Science even knows portals are very real. They open almost simultaneously, and they're very unpredictable. You know, there's been people who have walked through portals in Michigan, and they'll end up in Texas 2 months later with the same clothes on. You know, like, portals are very real. And it's, you know, when you think about it, the electrical grid, like, there's electric, you know how you look on the world map, and yeah, it's everything's electric, you know, and it has to do, like, the Bermuda Triangle. There has to be something to do with some kind of electricity glitch or something where you can just walk in from another portal. It's got to be something like that.
But it wasn't until she reviewed the footage that she realized what was happening. Interestingly, the other two cameras didn't capture anything. Once the footage was shared online, it caused a frenzy worldwide. People from all over chimed in, hoping to uncover the identity of this creature. However, there is still no definite answer. Could it be an alien, a person in a suit, or something else entirely? The only response that can be given is, I have no idea.
That's weird. Hey man, if y'all like these videos, go check out my other videos. I release about 2 videos a day. So subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and drop the comments down below. Give me videos to research, you know, and other than that, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm out.